Whether you're already in the claims game or you're even just thinking about getting in, you need to understand how Trump's latest tariff moves could tip us straight into a recession, but more importantly, why that is actually fantastic news for independent adjusters like me. Let me first set the record straight about Trump's tariff drama that just cranked up a whole nother level in the last 24 hours. You know I keep it real. Trump's my guy. But when things get messy, we don't sugarcoat it around here. Here's the latest bombshell. Just yesterday, which was April 7th, Trump threatened to slap China with an additional 50% tariff if Beijing doesn't immediately pull back their recent 34% increase on American products. For those keeping score at home, that brings the total tariffs on Chinese imports to an eye-watering 104%. You heard me right there. Over 100% tariff. This is no doubt a war. This ain't playtime anymore. We're deep into economic warfare territory. China's firing back, promising to, quote, fight until the end, calling Trump's move outright bullying. Trump a bully? I didn't see that one coming. And now markets are in a tailspin. The S&P 500's down 14 points, and the NASDAQ nearly 19 down year to date. Big money corporate types are sweating bullets. CEOs from major players like Citadel, Ethan Allen, and even Elon Musk are calling out Trump's trade strategy as reckless and demanding clearer, smarter negotiations. Trump himself jumped in saying we should ditch tariffs altogether. Bold statement from the guy who's actually got Trump's back. And all this is pretty ironic, seeing that all the liberals believe that Trump is only out to benefit the billionaires. Meanwhile, who's getting hurt the most right now? Now let's unpack what's actually happening beneath all of this drama. Trump's tariff play is strategic brinkmanship, folks. He's not shooting from the hip. He's deliberately ratcheting up pressure to force China into fairer deals. For decades, the U.S. got fleeced in these trade agreements, losing jobs and manufacturing power. Trump's logic, short-term pain for long-term gain. It's a basic investment strategy. And yeah, that means your wallet is going to feel a pinch in the short-term run. Higher prices, disrupted supply chains, squeezed agriculture and export industries. But here's the claim daddy breakdown. Trump's gamble could absolutely spiral if mismanaged, triggering deeper recession risks. Economic shifts this bold always carry uncertainty, and uncertainty spooks the market. It ain't rocket science here, people. So, should you be freaking out right now? No. Should you brace yourself and stay smart? Absolutely. Reassess your financial game plan. Protect your investments. Stay alert. The best moves are always strategic, not emotional. Here's the bottom line from Claim Daddy. Yeah, things are getting rocky, but economic storms aren't new. We've weathered tough times before and always bounced back stronger. Literally, always. Trump's playing a high-risk game, aiming for a massive economic payoff. The key here, stay calm, stay informed, and focus on the long haul. Now, speaking of rocky economies, let's pivot and talk about something that should get you fired up if you are an independent claims adjuster or even just thinking about becoming one. With the markets in turmoil, tariff wars, stocks are tanking, recession chatter, it might feel like the world's turning upside down. But here's a little secret that Claim Daddy's going to let you in on. Recessions are great news if you're an independent adjuster. You heard me right. When the economy tanks, adjusters hit the bank. And today, I'm going to break down exactly why economic downturns aren't just recession-proof for independent adjusters. I'm going to explain to you exactly why they are recession positive. Think about it for a moment. When the economy's booming, people feel flush with cash. A small little tiny leak on the ceiling or a few missing shingles isn't even on someone's radar. Why rock the boat with an insurance claim and, of course, risk higher premiums when you could just swipe your credit card, call your handyman for a couple $100 and forget about it? But the second things get a little tight financially, that little leak or that one or two missing shingles suddenly looks like gold coins raining down from the sky. Every minor inconvenience turns into a possible payout. Homeowners start eyeing their insurance policies harder than Uncle Sam eyes your tax returns. And suddenly, they're wondering, can I claim this? Can I claim that? How about that leak from 6 months ago? How about that cracked tile that time I dropped the can of tomato sauce? Does my policy cover my busted pool pump? Can these damages turn into a tax-free cash payout? You see, financial stress transforms policyholders into amateur forensic accountants overnight. They're suddenly dissecting every page of their coverage looking for a cash injection. Claims that were once a minor annoyance are now lifelines. Basically, if it can possibly be claimed, they're absolutely claiming it. For independent adjusters, this is your golden ticket. You're not just another claims adjuster. You're, in many ways, in the eyes of a policyholder, a financial superhero. You're more in demand than toilet paper during the pandemic lockdowns. Homeowners, business owners, property managers, they all desperately need you to unlock their insurance settlements and get them the maximum payouts possible. Makes sense, right? And here's the juicy part that nobody wants to talk about. Economic downturns inevitably lead to a spike in insurance fraud and borderline claims. Suddenly, every homeowner sees damage everywhere. They're looking for it. They're hunting for it. They're shopping for it. Supplemental claims, reopened inspections, disputes, they multiply faster than TikTok trends. And don't even get me started on public adjusters. You know, the folks whose entire business is squeezing every possible dollar from insurance claims. Their referrals are going to skyrocket because now everyone suddenly wants top dollar for damages they ignored months ago. And I'm not knocking them for it. If it's legit, it's legit. And if a public adjuster can get more out of the insurance company for it, God bless. So how do you ride this wave and cash in big? Easy. Stay independent. Because as an independent adjuster, the more claims you handle, the more you get paid, period. So all independent adjusters watching this message right now, stay sharp, stay responsive, maybe chug that Red Bull, provide killer customer service, run efficient claims, and make yourself absolutely indispensable. And for those that aren't an adjuster, This is probably not something you'll be able to cash in on. Who knows? Maybe by the time you get involved, it'll still be happening, but claims are happening all around you. Get in or stay out. Bottom line from Claim Daddy, when the economy goes down, independent adjusters go up. Grab your ladder, grab your clipboard, and buckle up, because recessions just became your greatest opportunity. If this helped you understand a little more about freelance claims adjusting, just know it's only the beginning. This video is a part of a full collection I created to give you the complete breakdown of what this career is, how it works, and how to get started the right way. You can find the full series right here on my YouTube channel, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the rest. I'll see you there.